Welcome back to another episode of Not Another Northern Podcast with me, your co-host, Niall, and the two other ugly bastards that co-host with me. I hope you can all hear my can opening.
I can. I liked it.
That was Jamie,
So,
because he's not introduced himself. Do you want to
I
introduce yourself,
apologise.
boys?
I'll go first then, since I've already spoken at once. I'm Jamie. You know me. I've been here every episode before. Here again. Let's go.
I'm Danny. I'm back again for the third time. Let's do it.
You know what? The fact that Danny's been the most consistent other co-host we've had on is quite impressive.
It is.
Let's all give a quick shout out to Danny and his company, Warren's Welding. They'll make you a game. But yeah.
Or a bed.
Or a bed. You know what? This episode, to be honest, it's going to be a bit of bollocks because we haven't got a topic that we can actually use. So I'm going to randomly generate a topic and we're going to have a conversation about it.
Do we get a drum roll? Nice.
The first topic I've got is what's the strangest movie you've ever seen? Now, before we get into that, I'm going to pass you over to Jamie, who's going to give you his usual spiel. Go for it, Jamie.
Yeah, so you guys have actually done quite well. These last few episodes, we've seen an increase in viewership, so thank you for that. But we're still lacking on that subscribe button hittage. So come on, guys, just press the subscribe button. It's so easy. And if you do subscribe, you get access to further content. So not just Not Another Northern Podcast, you've also got videos of Niall doing a bit of gaming, playing some Football Manager, and also Danny doing a little bit of gaming. He's been playing some Warzone. I've got an episode of playing Warzone on there as well, but I'm nowhere near as good as Danny. So yeah, if you want to see some further content, don't forget to subscribe.
Well,
can you just record that and send me that, Niall? Jamie saying he's not as good as me.
Don't worry, I will clip that. In fact, I'll clip it and I'll upload it to the page so everyone can hear him say that once again. In fact,
Thank you.
I know how shit Jamie is at games anyway. Me and him once had a game of FIFA, and I think, in fact, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Jamie, but I'm pretty sure I scored a 95th minute winner and really upset.
Yeah, I think
he
you
didn't
did.
play me after that, so.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
Jamie's a very...
It was a tight game. I am. Really, really bad.
Wank. Fucking wank. But, alas, let's jump onto the topic at hand. What's the strangest movie you've ever seen? I'll pass it to Danny to start.
Go on, DW, tell us what you got.
So when strange like bad or strange as in just a weird movie?
Either, because I think if we go strange as in bad or strange as in just because it's fucking weird, either way it's going to be an interesting thing to talk about.
That's true.
I don't know if you guys have seen it. Get Out on, I think it was on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
That is a very, very strange movie.
I've
That
seen
is awful.
It's good, but yeah, it
is. Yeah,
it's intense.
Have
you seen it, Niall?
I've never seen it, no.
I recommend it.
It's worth a watch, yeah. Basically, this white family steal black people, and they hypnotise them, and take a part of the brain off
and shit, don't they?
off a rich white man, and then that guy's conscience is in the black guy's body, so he lives longer.
Oh,
like it's really strange. It is worth a watch, though, definitely.
That sounds like a fantastic.
I think it won a few Oscars. To be fair, it's a really good film. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
It might be worth a watch then. I'll have a look at that. Yeah. So, what's it called? Get Out.
Yeah.
Get Out. Yeah.
Okay. The description of it from what Danny's just said seems interesting.
Legitimately weird.
Very weird. Very, very weird. But anything's worth a watch in this day and age, especially with the fact we're potentially going to have another lockdown.
Lockdown 3?
Lockdown 3? Get up there, lads.
We're going to have more than Fast and Furious if we carry on.
Fuck me, don't. Fast. What are they on now? 9? 10?
I've no idea. If you're including like Hobbs and Shaw on there, I think they're at least 9.
have they gone into space yet?
Probably. I don't know. I get up after
I think,
Tokyo Drift, I think.
I think that's obviously where they've got to go next, haven't they?
Yeah, that's the only place they've got left to go.
Yeah. Go on then, Jamie. What's the strangest movie you've ever seen?
I've got two that come to mind. Both I've watched in the cinema, and both were fucking weird. One, because it made no sense, and one, because it was just a weird film. So, first one, I'm going to go Oblivion, the film with Tom Cruise in it, where, like, Earth's ended, and, like, there's this weird spaceship thing sucking the last of the water from Earth. It's such a weird fucking movie. And then there's a scene in it where Tom Cruise ends up fighting Tom Cruise and realizes he's like a fucking clone or some shit. It's horrific.
It really does not sound like something I think I'd be able to get into.
Yeah,
No.
it's not something I'd watch.
It's terrible. It's literally, there's about 3 people in it the entire film.
Really?
So like you can't get like a favourite character or anything. No. And Tom Cruise is not my favourite actor anyway.
Yeah,
He's pretty shit.
he's a bit.
I'm all down for an end of world sort of film, but not like Armageddon or something. But no,
Yeah, but you don't see that
awful.
happen. The start of the film, it's already gone. It's done.
Oh, that's best bit.
Yeah,
I know.
the apocalypse happening is always the best part of a end of world film, isn't it? Really, you've got to.
Yeah.
It's
2012's a cracking film.
Yeah, that is a good film.
28 days later. That one based on the on a zombie outbreak's quite.
Yes, yeah, that's decent. And Day After Tomorrow,
yeah,
that's good.
top film.
Yeah.
Actually, I used to have fucking nightmares about that film. Like, I remember watching it, and it wasn't like there's a scene where they try and trap some guy, isn't there? Like early on, not early on, like halfway through the film, they try and trap someone, and he's fuming about it. And I had a nightmare that and it happened quite often. And I don't know if it's because I was bullied a bit at school or what, but I used to have a dream that the people that used to bully me used to keep trying to trap me. And I used to try and swing at them. But you know when you punch in a dream and you can't actually hit someone?
Yeah.
That was what was
It's just like a wet noodle.
Yeah, I was like proper wet noodle arming him. Fuck me. That was great. Yeah, you know
my
what?
second film.
Go on, sorry.
Oh, sorry, go on now.
I was just going to say, I think if you do it right, an end of world apocalypse film is fantastic, but it's so easy to get wrong.
Yeah.
Go on, what's your second film then?
I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a film called Skyline.
Never heard of it.
I'd set the silences in now. Excellent. Yeah, that's a fucking strange film and all. That's about like an alien invasion sort of thing. Imagine a shit Independence Day.
A shit
with like
Independence Day.
Yeah, so like Independence Day, but with no actors that you know, and the aliens are shit, and they don't actually attack Earth.
They did Independence Day too, didn't they?
Yeah, I've not seen it.
No, me either.
No,
I'm not sure
I mean,
could bring myself.
First one's it's not bad.
No.
Well, I think my favourite part of that film is when like they're flying the jets towards a spaceship, and Will Smith's in front, and then the guy gives the order, "Fire at will." I bet he fucking shit himself.
You know what? For me, the strangest film I've ever seen is number one because it's very rare I've ever seen a vagina in my life, and number two, I hate the idea of a woman's vagina having teeth. Anyway.
Oh, I know which film you're gonna say. Teeth. Yeah.
Me, that is one bastard odd film.
Yeah. I think the worst part for me is when she just like realizes she can control it, so she's like, no, I'm gonna shag my brother.
Yeah,
and then goes bites his cock off, and dog hates it.
Yeah, just imagine thinking, oh, you know what? Because admittedly, like it's what you'd do if you were molested as a child. I think, but I think it's very. I don't think that's how far you'd go about doing it.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh, isn't it?
It is absolutely.
Speaking of weird films like that, what's that? Human Centipede. That's an awful film. That's a weird one.
You know what? I've never seen it, and I can't bring myself to. Millie told me she'd watched it before, and I'm like, I'm just very, very.
Yeah, good for you.
I don't think
You've got to watch it. You've got to watch it at least once. But it's not something you'd. You know what I mean?
Don't watch it again. No.
Yeah.
Here's the next topic I've found. Because let's get off the subject of weird, creepy blokes. I.e., a certain person.
Danny.
Yeah, I was going to mention Danny. But yeah, if we're going to look at that side of odd, like let's base it on movies, TV, whatever. Do you enjoy reality TV shows?
No.
Absolutely not.
Because
wow,
this is the subject it's come up with. But why don't you enjoy them? Because there are some. I think they're all right. I'm not talking like your Kardashians and shit like that. I'm talking like...
You're going to say Love Island, aren't you?
No, I fucking hate Love Island. Me and Millie watched it this year. And it was a weird old experience. I enjoyed it to a degree just because I found some people in it funny. But then it just makes me feel a bit iffy because they're all a bit... like... It's all... like, well, obviously they're paid to do all this. But it's just fucking... Just imagine getting a brand deal for, in reality, not doing all that much.
What annoys me about a lot of the reality TV shows, like for example, say like Geordie Shore or something, is the fact that it's so obviously scripted.
Yeah.
And then, but they try and play it off that it's like shit happening. And then, like, the voiceovers on the top, where they voice over their own fucking scenes happening. You're just like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not reality TV, really, is it? When it's all scripted and it's so fake.
How can you sit there quite happily and go, oh yeah, I do some really hard work on TV, but you're actually part of Geordie Shore or whatever. It's
made in Chelsea or something.
Don't get me wrong, I understand it. You're making absolute bags, and no one's ever going to knock you for trying your hardest to make bags in life, are they? But
no, that's true.
It's the ones where you know that they're getting paid an absolute fortune to do something they don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know, like when you look on someone's Instagram, like a famous person's Instagram, and they're quite blatantly like putting on, oh yeah, these are the teeth whiteners I use, and this, that, and other.
Yeah.
But you know full well they're not, because they've got fucking veneers.
They've
had the teeth put on. Oh yeah, I always use these teeth whiteners. No, you fucking don't.
Yeah. Or like, I bought this watch because I rate like it. Like, no, you didn't. You've just been given it, you dickhead.
And you can buy this watch on Wish. That's my favourite fucking part of it, is the fact that most watches and shit like that nowadays you can actually buy on fucking Wish.
Yeah, it'll come like a ring, but you can buy it.
You know what? We're actually quite impressed by a lad at work. He bought a fake Rolex off of Wish. And he were only buying it because he'd seen it. My boss has got a genuine Rolex, and he brought it in to compare. And the actual, other than the weight, you cannot tell a single difference.
Really?
That's how good Chinese fakes have got. Imagine you're walking about, bopping around town with your fake Rolex on, and people are like, you know what, he's got something about him. Only the difference is the fucking weight. They say Rolex.
Yeah, but like, if you wore a Rolex around Donny, you're just going to get tramps coming up to you asking for more money.
Yeah, they can have 5p on top at 50p. I'm going to give them.
Yeah, top at 50p that you paid for watch.
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10 it's free shipping. That's the best thing about Wish.
Yeah. Have you ever done that? I've noticed that on Wish. They do like a daily deals thing where you get to spin a wheel and you get like a certain number of offers for that one day, and you get some fucking weird shit on that.
Not like, sponsored by
like, buy this now, and it's like a fucking 18-inch dildo. I'll be sponsored by Wish. I'm down for that.
Hit us up with a sponsorship. You lot are quite likely to pay us a fat stack of money. We know you're scam artists, but we're fully behind you. In fact, we'd prefer you to scam us. How's about that?
That's it. I need some new earphones, apparently.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I've actually got a set of fake AirPods in my office now, and I'll say the shit quality, like as in build, but the sound quality is not as bad as you'd expect. I'll give it to Wish to a degree. They seem to have a pretty banging business model.
I bought a couple of things off Wish that have been all right, and I bought a few things that have been absolutely fucking dog awful.
Yeah,
What I would advise is do not buy playing cards from Wish. They are fucking horrendous.
Is an idea. Unless you're buying from Jamie anyway, don't buy playing cards at all.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Right, now, me and Danny want our sponsorship money because you told us that if we got that in there, you give us some.
Okay, I'll do you a deal. You can buy one, get one free on my packages.
That's what you what can get. I don't want that. Give me real money, you bastard.
We're still waiting for us welding money.
Yeah. Where is that, Danny?
Yeah, it's April in it, maybe end of tax year.
Alright, I'll see how it is. So we got scammed there as well.
Are you Wish, Danny?
I am Wish.
He's Wish. We are
Going back to
Wish.
like reality TV shows as well, though, one thing that pisses me off is like, do you know when you're watching like Love Island and stuff? Like,
No.
you can clearly tell they've just like literally gone on Instagram and gone, they're good looking, get them on. They're good looking, get them on. These are not real fucking people. They're not people you see walking around fucking streets every day. These are fucking Instagram models and shit. It's fucking ridiculous.
You know what? Someone was speaking about it on Love Island last year. Out of all the people that had applied, I think it was like a Love Island after show or something like that. Out of all the people that applied for it and stuff, only one person or two people that had applied got through. Bearing in mind there's like 18 to 20 people that are on this show no matter what. Imagine that. Imagine the fact that you've probably got hundreds of people applying for the show to try and earn that bag. And then you get two of those people go through, but the other 18 or whatever are just straight off her Instagram.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Mad. Absolutely mad.
And it really promotes an unhealthy body image to the women and girls coming through out of it as well.
Absolutely.
Not just
it's not natural.
I would say lads as well.
Not when you got a body like mine, Daddy.
No, I'm just saying it just makes.
That's incorrect. I've seen you topless. You're a scrawny bastard.
Yeah, I'm like a snake.
Yeah, a malnourished one.
An Ethiopian snake.
Ethiopian snake. Well, I found our title.
Oh God! Niall, Danny and the Ethiopian snake.
Danny and the Ethiopian snake. Sounds like his fucking porno. The Ethiopian snake, also known as the black mamba, in case you were wondering.
What's his next topic?
Right, we can't really show them on the podcast, but what is your favourite piece of technology that you own?
Ooh, Danny, I'll let you go first.
It's gotta be my PlayStation. I couldn't live without it. That's mine. It's gotta be. Everything else is easy replaceable. Like a phone, there's too many out there, isn't there? You can't just.
Oh yeah, you can buy a phone for fucking ridiculous money now. Like you chuck £5 at a phone, you've got a phone.
That's it. And if you wanted to replace your phone and get it to do everything that your current phone does, you're not talking a lot of money, are you? If you want to get a top end sort of thing with a really good camera and things, then yeah, you are paying more. But to get
it depends.
A basic smartphone,
£80 on Wish gets you top at fucking range.
That is true. Although that's another thing. The same lad at work that ordered the Rolex that was really good quality. Well, not really good quality, but a very good fake. He also ordered a £36 Android phone. He said it was £36. I thought I'll chuck some money at it, see if it's any good. If it's shit, well, I can get it to Little and to play like YouTube on or whatever. But if it's good, I'll just use it as my like spare phone if I ever need it. and
Yeah.
they sent him a pair of Ray-Bons. And bear in mind, this were tracked by Hermes.
Well, I'm surprised it turned up.
Yeah, I am too, but they sent it out with Hermes. It was meant to be a phone, an Android phone, like whatever operating system it was running. It was meant to come to him as that. It turned up, they sent some glasses in a Hermes like packaging and what have you. And then they said, oh yeah, your package has been signed for by his surname. He didn't realise it was meant to be that, so he had to open 2 disputes with them, because the first dispute they said, oh no, you definitely ordered that, we've got no reason to believe they would have sent it otherwise. And he was like, but that's not right, I haven't got that, you're chatting bollocks. So he opened another one, sent him a picture and said, this is what I've received, you better send me something or send me my money back. And they refunded him like within the hour.
Nice.
Fair enough.
So it's fucking.
I'll tell you what, I once got some fake Ray-Bans from a lucky man in Ibiza. And then like about 2 years later, I was looking around my bedroom to find stuff to stick on eBay because I was fucking skint. And I saw them, I was like, oh, I'll put them on. I put them on at starting bid for like 99p. And they went for like 60 quid. Like, fucking get in. I only paid about €2 for them.
Did you put genuine fakes on it?
No, I just put Ray-Bans. And then in description I put, not 100% sure if they're real. I was 100% sure they wasn't real. But fuck it, I got some rate dollar for that.
Ah, Jamie Warren, scam artist.
Robbing me.
Does that make you Del Boy?
I think it does. I think it does make him Del Boy.
Absolute quim.
Quim. You know what? I think my favourite piece of technology has got to be my laptop, just on the back of the fact it's the only reason that this podcast gets to go out every week. So it should also be everyone else's favourite piece of technology.
Absolutely.
Niall's
Speaking
laptop.
about the podcast as well, I've had a request from one of our listeners to see if we can put it on another platform as well. Just because YouTube can be quite hard to listen to when you're out and about.
Yeah, that's
So I've been looking, and we can get a free account with Podbean, and we could upload to there.
With who? Podbean.
What do you reckon?
You know what?
Mhm.
I'm quite happy to stick a podcast on anywhere. I think the fact that we make this podcast and we'd like it to be easier for people is what really matters. But yeah, if people want to listen to our podcast, that'd be great. You know what? It shows here, Podbean, we can actually stick it on there, and by the looks of it, we can get them to distribute it to Spotify and Google Podcasts and all.
Excellent.
So that could be interesting.
We'll have a look at that.
We'll definitely have a look and see what we can do with it. Obviously, at the moment, due to the fact that none of you lot are subscribing, and which means that we're not going to get monetized at any time soon. It means we're going to struggle to pay for all that. So start fucking subscribing, you bastards.
That's it. You cunts. Right, so my favourite piece of technology. I'm not sure.
Ah, yes, a well-known piece of technology, science.
See, like, I'm more of a simple kind of guy. Like, I'd be happy with just a deck of cards.
Yeah, they are quite modern.
We get it. You're a fucking magician. What are these decks of cards? Do they come on like an iPad or something like that? Have you got 52 iPads with a picture of each card on them?
All right, I'll go
Yes,
with.
my favourite piece of technology is a deck of cards. Yes, I remember microchips and processors in them. Jesus Christ, Jamie!
It's like I'm born in 1830s. Okay, I'll go with PlayStation as well. My PlayStation is broken at the moment, but like
that's because he tried using it as a wanking vessel. Cheryl
It was
Mendes.
yeah, it was sabotaged by his wife.
More than likely.
Truth.
Go on then, what's his next topic? Nearly under your...
On the subject of technology, what problems will technology solve in the next 5 years? And also, as a counter, what problems will it create?
I think job loss is a big factor in technology.
Yeah, just imagine when they start doing computer-generated fences.
Well,
Fuck you, mate.
I know a few companies that have laid people off for robot welders.
Robot
Really?
fucking welders.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds like a fucking game show.
No, they still need a welder to run them, but you get 100%. The weld's perfect every time. You know what I mean? They don't need to go to the toilet. They don't need a dinner.
That's
They
true.
just-
That is a bonus for machinery, though. Is like it cuts down on human error.
Yeah, but yeah, I do know quite a few people that have lost their jobs because of robots already.
Just a quick bit of ASMR before we go on to do that subject a bit further. I'm going to open another can, and I hope you enjoy this crispy sound.
I'm just about to open one as well, to be honest. Give me another 30 seconds to finish this one off.
We've not actually
What's
what's your tipple today, Jamie?
so the one I'm drinking at the moment is I got a selection box of different ales from my parents for Christmas. The one I'm currently drinking is from Vocation Brewery, and it's a Yakima Pilsner. It's a 5.5% craft lager. It's not bad. It's got better as I've started drinking it more, but it's quite fruity for me.
I've got to admit, it does sound like a spell from Harry Potter.
It does. I agree.
Say it again.
I can't because I've got a short tongue.
Lispy bastard.
The next one looks quite interesting that I've got. This one is called Beer Bods. It's the Wild Beer Co. And it's called 9 p.m.
Nice.
Solid.
What you drinking, Niall?
I have just finished a can of Guinness because I enjoy myself a good Guinness, and I've just opened a can of Punk IPA from Brewdog.
Nice.
Who are my favourite brewery. Well, company.
This is by Beer Hawk, Niall. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I have. Beerhawk are actually
so
very good company for sourcing new beers.
Yeah, so this one I've got here, it says this session IPA is full of US hops, giving us a fruit salad aroma and citrus and tropical flavours. Interesting.
Sounds perfect.
And which fruit shoot you got, Danny?
The fruit shoot I'm drinking is Copperberg Black. I think it's raspberry and blackberry. I might be wrong. It's definitely blackberry and summit. It's probably my least favourite Copperberg, if I'm honest, but I got a load for Christmas, so that's what I'm drinking.
Fair enough.
You know what? When we eventually do the NRG-J channel meetup / let's get drunk together or whatever, which I imagine one of us with a house that's, on the Doncaster side of things will be hosting, i.e. me or Jamie.
Yeah.
Ideally, I reckon we jump on Beerhawk because they have some very, very good kegs. They're called Perfect Draft kegs. We're not sponsored in any way, but
I have got a voucher for Beerhawk. I think it's £10 off plus a bar selection kit, which you get like a bottle opener and a bar mat and stuff when you spend over £30.
That's excellent. This Perfect Draft Tiny Rebel Club Tropica, which is what I was drinking the other week, which is absolutely delicious. But
Club
I thought
Tropicana.
It was Club Tropicana, yeah. Is £38.90, and it's you get 6 litres, which is whatever it works out in pints. So it's actually worth jumping on there. Once again, I'm just letting you know, we're not sponsored by Beerhawk, but if you do want to buy stuff from there, jump on there. It's fantastic. They do have a lot of sort of discovery stuff. You'll find something that you will come to like and enjoy.
And as well, if Beerhawk are listening and want to sponsor us, feel free. We're happy to sample.
For it, that does stuff like this is if you go to a company called Beer 52. They're based in Scotland. The Beer 52. I don't know where Beerhawk's based. It is somewhere in the UK, I believe. But
I think it is. Yeah.
They also do a world beer mixed case, so you can explore what you enjoy, and you can sort of go, right, well that's nice, that's not. I'm just looking at the world beer mixed case on Beer 52. Again, I don't know why I'm giving them such a massive spot in this podcast, but they have a bit of stuff from everywhere. So Belgium, Australia, Denmark, Norway, Netherlands. They've got a lot of UK stuff, a bit of Mexican, German, Austrian, and some Yankee stuff and some Spanish stuff. So it's definitely worth looking at going if you are wanting to try new beers. Go and have a look at that sort of company. Beer 52 or Beerhawk are the two big ones doing it.
Also, on the back of alcoholic beverages, we mentioned last time, Niall, about the Aldi version of the honey whiskey.
Yes.
I went and purchased some. It is fucking beautiful.
I can imagine.
I would say it's better than Jack Daniel's.
For real. You know what? Aldi are not to be slept on when it comes to alcoholic stuff. Like they're knockoffs of most. I say knockoffs like they've not got their own company for it, but their equivalents of certain alcoholic beverages are usually the bang on the same, if not better. I know.
Absolutely.
They do Ballycastle, which is a Bailey's. Well, Bailey's equivalent, and I prefer it to Bailey's.
Some Irish cream stuff.
Irish cream is top Donny.
Yeah.
On the subject,
have you tried the Irish cream lattes from Costa that they've started doing for Christmas?
I have not, and I refuse to because I don't want to pay Costa prices.
Well, we got some vouchers through post for buy one get one free. So when you're paying £3 for 2 coffees, it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. But unfortunately, they didn't send me any bastard vouchers.
It's because you live in roughest area in country.
Yeah, I know. That's why we get vouchers for stuff like cherry
knives,
and
bread.
And bread. On the subject of honey, though, I have been brewing our very own NRG-J mead.
Have you really?
I've had a crack at it, and you know what?
Excellent. I'm trying that shit.
I tried some of one yesterday that's sort of started fermenting properly. You meant to test them just to see how they're tasting, and it was like literally drinking honey. It was pure honey with an alcoholic content.
I'm game for that.
I am really looking forward to letting you lot try it.
Are you ready? I'm going to open my can now. Listen up.
Oh, that was crispy.
Nice.
But back to the topic at hand. We've just done a full advertising segment for 2 beer trying companies. On the subject at hand, as Danny's just mentioned, he knows people that have lost jobs due to robots coming in and doing their jobs. Do you think, with what you do, Jamie, do you think your job could be automated?
I would say no, but it's quite interesting to see how technology can be introduced to magic. So, for example, like using, I've got a couple of tricks that I do where I use a phone to perform a certain trick, and it's really nice to have like a new aspect to it. Because when people think of magicians, a lot of time they think of like a stage magician with a top hat and tails on and what have you. So it's nice to have something a bit more modern involved in your routine.
It pisses me off a little bit that you don't wear a top hat and tails. I don't understand.
I wear a tail if.
Not that kind of tail, you sick bastard.
No, I'm not that kind of guy. I have got a magic hat, but it's a baseball cap.
Yeah, but that just defeats the object of a beautiful art, doesn't
No, because it's still an art form. Street magic's still art.
Yeah, but it's not an art form if you're not doing it with a top hat. If you said to... Say Danny didn't know what you looked like, but even though he's your brother, you were born blind, and he's been described magicians all of his life. If you would say, Danny, what would a magician look like? He'd tell you that they'd have a top hat on, and they've got a proper suit on, tuxedo with tails. They wouldn't say, oh yeah, he looks like a scrawny, gangly piece of arsehole with a flat tail with a fucking baseball cap on, would they?
I don't wear my baseball cap when I'm performing, to be fair. I don't wear a suit. Don't get me wrong, I wear a suit because I like the pocket space. But
Fuck me.
I don't.
What is this? The oldest podcast on earth? Oh yeah, you know what? I like to wear a suit because it's got pocket space. that's exactly what I look for in a suit. Actually, I go.
Yeah, but when you're a magician, you've got to have lots of pockets to hide your.
Here's an idea. Why don't you just hide them in plain sight, or just up your arse or something?
One of my friends actually got a message asking to see if he'd be able to perform naked, like a naked wedding, and he was like, "Where the fuck would I keep my deck of cards?"
Naked fucking wedding.
You have to just wear like a tool belt.
just a bum bag.
It sounds like a bit of yeah, like one of the members at YMCA or something.
Yeah. Which
Wow,
is
that's
exactly what Danny likes to dress up as.
Yep.
If you were to go to Warren's Welding, which obviously you couldn't because you don't know where it is, but if you were to go to Warren's Welding, you would usually see Danny just randomly strutting about in a high vis and a hard hat.
Just that.
Nothing.
Yeah,
but
nothing
that.
else.
It's a really awkward experience when we go to visit him. Not that we
It
have.
is.
However, we would ideally like to start recording potentially at Danny's unit.
The D unit, as it's known.
D unit.
The D unit.
I think it could be a fantastic place for us to record.
Yep.
It's got potential.
It would be really gritty, and it would make us sound like real ruffians.
As long as he puts fucking eating on.
There's always eating's on now, even though no one's been in there for the last 2 weeks. So I know when I get back I know when I get back that morning, it's going to be warm.
Sauna. The Danny sauna. He's not doing any work.
Steam room.
So he's got to have a fucking sauna. But yeah,
Well,
I would like.
if there's
I would like to see how they do magic with a robot.
It would be interesting to see, to be fair.
The problem is, you know, if it was to be a robot doing your magic, it could never actually get, like, obviously, if you were to keep performing a certain trick, you're going to get better, you're going to perfect it and what have you. But if you're first showing off this one subject, that sort of one trick, if it's your first time of performing it live, there's always that chance it could go wrong. And that's like a little
100%,
surprise. You like the idea, oh yeah, that could go wrong. But if a robot's doing it,
I think that's
all
what
that fun out of it.
yeah, not just that.
absolutely.
It's just it's like a human thing. It like a if you see someone doing magic, it's you're enjoying it because it's a person doing it. Like if it were a robot singing with a perfect voice, you wouldn't. It'd just be no. You won't want to listen that much because it's not human.
Flawless. Yeah.
You know what I
No, I
mean?
know what you're saying.
It's quite a weird idea, isn't it, that someone could be replaced by a robot. At what point after the robots take over all possible functions? Like, I don't think I'll ever have my job go on the back of the fact it's a lot of manual loading to do my job. But if there was an actual AI robot built like a human to do that job, how soon before everyone's unemployed? And what do you do after that?
Exactly.
Well, yeah. Well, look at warehouses these days, or like Amazon warehouses are pretty much automated, aren't they?
I don't know about in the UK because they're always advertising for real staff. I know it all gets sent to a shipping, like a conveyor belt and those people have to pack it still. At what point
Yeah.
are they able to just go, oh, fuck that, we'll automate it?
Well,
Yeah.
I'd probably go be round about now, because you order a pack of cards and it comes in a fucking 3 foot box.
that's
Amazon's
true.
awful for sending wrong size box.
You know what?
100%. Yeah.
There's actually a massive community on the internet for Amazon packaging that goes through.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very boring group of people, but they talk about like each box.
Are you the
like,
chair?
I am the chair. If you look on an Amazon box and you open it up, like as in you've cut it all up, like they'll have like, it'll be like a 9C or something like that, and that is specifically related to one type of box. I saw a guy who had a collection. He has like this shipping room for some reason, and it's just filled with boxes from Amazon. And like people comment on his video saying, "Oh, do you have a 9C?" And then he'll reply to that video and he'll go and go, "Oh yeah, this is a 9C." And it's like, how fucking boring.
This sounds horrendous.
But there's obviously a market for it. There's obviously a niche of people that think, you know what, I really enjoy the size of that particular box. Oh, I love
And yet people don't subscribe to us. What the fuck's all this about?
So next week, expect Amazon boxes.
Well, I got a memory card delivered yesterday, and I shit you not, it come in a box big enough to put a football in.
Yeah,
It's
ridiculous. And then the brown paper stuff they put in as well. What is that?
It's called protective packaging, Danny.
But it's always loose. You know, it's not doing no. They just shove a few pieces in there, and jobs are good. And it's just more paper wastage.
I've got a question for you. What's your favourite present you've got for Christmas?
I've got to admit. In fact, now you go.
I've got to admit, now you go. That's a good present, that, Danny. Well done.
I want
a nail.
He had something, he jumped in, he thought, oh, I'll answer this one, and then he's gone. The best present I think I received was off my dad, who, bear in mind, my dad's a massive Man United fan. He's a Donny fan as well, but he's a massive Man United fan.
And a massive legend.
He's a massive legend. Shout out to Papa Wayne. I know you don't
Papa
listen
Wayne.
to this podcast mainly on the back of the fact you find us all boring cunts, but
does he know I'm on it?
Yeah, he says you're a boring bastard and all.
It's true.
I struggle to disagree with him. But yeah, he the first time in my adult life he's accepted me, I think, as a Man City fan. Obviously, that's a bit of a touchy subject for him, I think. He bought me the 1999 Manchester City Wembley winning kit, the one that Paul Dickov scored a goal in, and sent Man City up into the Premier League.
That's quite cool.
So that was quite a big thing.
Does yours beat that, Danny?
It don't really, no.
What is it?
No, I was just going to say, I was always, like, you can ask Jamie, but I was always against coffee machines because I thought they made you bruise cold and they're just a waste of time, but I got a Tassimo for Christmas, and I can't have a normal coffee now. They're just...
See, I've been telling you for years.
I found trick to making sure it's warm as well. Your coffee. You put water in
your
it.
mouth on it.
And I put boiling water in the water bit.
That'll fucking melt the plastic, you knobsack.
It doesn't. Otherwise, it'd be melted, you bellend.
You know, I do think you are asking for trouble with that.
But yeah,
I had a Tassimo for years until it packed up on me, and then I went to a Dolce Gusto, and I love my Dolce Gusto. And it's so much better because you can get fake pods. So you can get pods from anywhere. They don't have to be Tassimo branded or Dolce Gusto branded or anything. It's just, you can get Aldi's own brand, and they're about £3 for 8 lattes.
That's decent.
That's true. They are good.
What about you, Jamie? What were your best thing for Christmas?
I got quite a few pretty cool things.
Don't say a fucking pack of cards, because I'll come through and slap you.
I didn't get any cards. I did get a book on coin magic, but I'll leave that for another day. I'd say my favourite present was got to be a pair of Vans that I got, some checkboard Vans. I love them.
That say I'm a fucking waste man on them.
They are. It's something you wouldn't, a normal man wouldn't wear, but Jamie can pull them off.
Exactly.
I think Jamie.
I've got style.
I think Jamie pulls them off because you don't really know to look at him whether or not he's on the slightly homosexual side or not. Nothing against homosexuals. I'll just put that out there. It's more that you don't actually know if sometimes you look at people and you think, oh yeah, they're obviously gay. You don't really know with Jamie, and that's why he pulls off most of the clothes he wears.
Yeah.
Jamie's the type of man to wear an actual V-neck t-shirt and think he looks good.
No.
Yeah.
I would never wear a V-neck.
In fact, I think Christmas we're wearing a turtleneck.
Ah, yes. There are very few men that can pull off turtlenecks, and it's normally
Danny wears vests.
Ooh, that is a contentious point. Would you rather wear a vest or a turtleneck?
I think I'd wear a
turtleneck.
vest. A vest.
I think I'd rather just go topless, if I'm honest.
That wasn't an option.
If someone said to me, you've got to put on this turtleneck or you've got to put on this vest to go to an event, I'd just say, right, I'm not wearing anything. And I would rather go stark bollock naked to that event than wear a vest or a turtleneck.
Yeah. Danny used to have this this Jack Daniels vest that he used to wear quite often. And he left it at my house, so I put it in bin.
I wear it in when I were in gym. I found a vest and it was quite snug, and I thought, yeah, I can rock this. I wore it, kept wearing it, and then I think I wore it a couple of days. I put it in wash. My mum said, "Why you got me vest?" I was like, "Oh God."
Wow.
You were wearing my mum's vest.
Yeah, I didn't know it was.
Wearing.
I was cross-dressing to gym.
Oh, wow.
Oh God.
The worst thing about it is Danny had bigger tits than his mum. And still has. You've let yourself go, Danny. You're a big fat unit now.
Cross-dressing to go to the gym. Hashtag Swinton.
Wow. On the subject of fashion, it's weird because we've gone on to this subject and this topic generator has come up and it's come up with, who do you think has the biggest impact on fashion? Actors and actresses, musicians, fashion designers, or consumers?
Ooh.
For me, I reckon musicians, you know.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say sports personalities.
That's a call.
Do you know, like, I'll give one example, Michael Jordan.
An influencer.
Yeah.
That can be from Instagram to the world of sports.
Yeah, I'm going to say sports. When you look at, like, people wearing, like, Jordan shoes and things like that, I think it's crazy. And as well, like, David Beckham, like, he puts some clothing on and then for the next 6 months you see all 45-year-old men wearing the same shit.
That's true, yeah.
I bet Papa Wayne's on that list.
I can't say he is. My dad is a very fashion-forward man. He wears what he likes and he pulls it off. Yeah, you won't
catch him in checkered Vans.
You won't catch him in checkered Vans, and you definitely 100% would not catch him in a pair of ripped jeans.
Don't knock my checkered Vans.
We are not.
I was rocking them the other day with some black jeans.
Rocking is giving yourself a lot of credit. Because no one can rock checkered Vans unless you're a massive
a black
golf.
check shirt and a white plain t-shirt underneath. I look like a fucking bomb.
A queer.
Yeah.
In fact, apologies for using the slight, derogatory term queer. You look like a fucking clown. That's offensive to clowns and gays. So you look like Jamie.
Yeah, I'll take that.
No, I wouldn't be taking that. If I was you, Jamie, and I was going to if I was going to decide to dress fashionably, I would not base it on what you wear.
Of course you would.
I would.
There's no other sense. I'll tell you one of the strangest
Yes,
gifts I got that's quite interesting.
Common sense, and that's what you do not have.
I got a street sign for Bramall Lane as a Christmas present, which is quite cool.
The actual one as well. The actual one.
Someone just went and nicked it.
My dad went and nicked it off a wall.
Sweeten. I do have a similar street sign that is for the Etihad Stadium, and I don't know where it is. I think it's in the garage at the moment, but I need to put that up.
It's not always been Etihad, though, is it?
Well, it was the City of Manchester Stadium before that, and
that was a much better name. Eastlands before that, wasn't it?
Main Road before that.
Main Road.
Yeah.
The City of Manchester Stadium had a ring to it, though, didn't it?
Main Road was the old stadium until 2003.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. The stadium in Moss Side, in Manchester.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And now...
rough round there.
Yeah, you're right, it is rough around there. Sadly.
Like a badger's arsehole.
It's no good. Main Road is it was a fantastic stadium before it was...
On subject of football, though, Sheffield United are doing well this year.
Yeah, very well. Yeah. Very, very well. I think definitely European contenders, personally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If we win FA Cup.
Yeah. Unlikely.
Unlikely.
I'm starting to
I've watched quite a few of the matches, right? And they've not played bad. Like, they're just not popping in onion bag.
I will give it you. They've not played bad, but they've definitely not played good.
Not Premier League
level. They played better last year.
Yeah, the thing is, it's almost as though people have actually just gone, you know what, it's not that hard to suss out Sheffield United.
Yeah.
They've basically gone...
counter-attack. That's all you need to do.
If you do this to to Sheffield United, that's how we'll win. Like, you... Quite literally, with your lot, don't play anything in the air and you're fucked.
Yeah. Well, we pass it well.
Do you?
We're one of the best passing teams in the fucking league.
Are you?
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
We've had a few injuries.
Oh, Jesus.
We lost to Henderson.
Do you think that's the reason, though? Do you think...
No.
The reason
I don't know what's happened, to be honest with you. We've got pretty much the same squad. O'Connell's been injured, which is probably our best defender. He's out for the season, which is not ideal. But I don't know what's happened. It's not clicking.
It's like you've forgotten how to be a team.
Yeah. It's like they've been turning up and going, I'm sure we're here to do something. What are we doing today, boys? What's happening? And then the 2-0 down, and they go, oh, fucking hell, we're here to play football. And then they start fucking playing then.
Yeah.
And it's too late at that point.
Yeah.
It's 92nd minute.
In reality, they are probably... They've probably fucked it, aren't they?
Yeah, it's going to be tough to cook. I think we're 10 points from safety. But we're currently going to be the only team since I think it's 1902 to not have a win before Christmas. Really? In the Premier League, in the top division of English football.
Wow.
That's not good, is it?
It's a big old concern, that.
Yeah, it's not ideal. You know, Wilder's been on 99 wins since April.
Jesus Christ. How many games has he been in charge now?
About 200, I think.
What's his
a bit more than that.
Ratio like?
Before we went on this run, so before lockdown, the original lockdown, his win ratio were about 61%, which is really, really good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Actually, I don't know. It's a bit concerning that he's gone that downhill, though, isn't it?
I don't think it's him.
Do you not? Because I think
I like
potentially it
Wilder.
is.
Wilder's still
Yeah.
the players.
Everyone's always quick to
That-
make man, but he's not one trying to get ball back at net, is he?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's bear in mind this team is very much the same team that played last season.
Yeah.
It is in some way down. Let's look at who you've actually signed. You've signed what's his name from Liverpool? Who you spent
Brewster.
24 million on an unproven championship striker because he's no
He got
more than that.
something like 13, 14 goals in Championship last season.
Championship. Jesus Christ! I reckon most players in Manchester City's under 23s could score in Championship.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
That's the problem is Wilder's not adapted his tactics. It is down to Wilder. It's not just down to players. You've got a very similar core team to what you had last season. Yeah, admittedly you've got some injuries. You haven't got Henderson anymore, who in reality Ramsdale should be finding it comfortable to deputise from what Henderson was, because Henderson's not having a fantastic season at Man United. He's played 4 or 5 games, conceded 5 goals.
Yeah, that's true.
You look at that. There's no reason to say it's him. Who haven't you re-signed other than him? Because most of your players are the exact same. So it's your players' fault, yeah. But why are they not in the same frame of mind as last season? Oh, we did really well last season. Let's go out and do it better. Oh, yeah, wait, it's because Chris Wilder won't change his tactics.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Unless he adapts and says, fuck it, we'll play a 4-3-3 or we'll start passing it around a bit better, then you're never going to have the capability to compete at that level. Look at the way Manchester City have played this season. It's been abysmal football. Bear in mind that for the last 3 seasons, they've been the highest passing, highest percentage team. Possession percentage team in the league.
Yeah.
It's that same football is causing them to not have such a good season this season. It's weird.
And I think Pep is one of the greatest managers of all time.
I think up there. I reckon probably second, if not. Well, I wouldn't say he's first. I still think Sir Alex Ferguson is the best manager that I'll have ever seen in my lifetime.
Top 5.
I reckon probably second for me.
For me, I think Arsene Wenger's better than Ferguson.
I don't know.
But Arsene Wenger, late 90s, early 2000s, said 96 to 2005, he was the best manager in the world.
Yeah,
he revolutionised football.
But then you have to look at the way Ferguson was from sort of when he first won his first trophy with Man United until his parting thingy is he was consistently the manager that was winning and stuff. It was very rare for Alex Ferguson to have a season where he didn't win something.
Yeah, that's true. His first 5-6 years in charge, he didn't win anything.
No, he didn't. But after that, he was on a run. Arsene Wenger did revolutionise football, and he was one of the reasons that it was very much a positive to have a younger player in your side. He looked into young players that would perform well.
Yeah,
and
and not necessarily in the position they're currently playing in. Like, look at what he did with Henry. Henry were a left winger.
Yeah.
And brought him in as striker. Same as Van Persie. Van Persie was a right winger. And put him up front, absolute fucking bombed. And like he brought in diet to people's game. He added probably another 3 or 4 years onto Tony Adams' career because of his dieting.
That's true. Yeah, Arsene Wenger, phenomenally, an absolute revolutionary manager. That I think that's the difference. I don't know if you can necessarily say he was better than Ferguson in regards to management, on the basis that if you look at it as a manager, he wasn't half as successful as Ferguson or as Pep Guardiola's been. As a manager that revolutionised the game, different story, number one for me. And I'd even behind Arsene Wenger managers that have revolutionised the game because of the things that they've brought in, it would go for me Arsene Wenger, Johan Cruyff, then Pep Guardiola.
Yeah. Cruyff had a fantastic mentality to
That man,
managing.
you read stories about the things that he's done and you think, you know what, it's weird because you might look at a manager or you might look at a player and think, why has he done that? And then you'll look into the sort of behind the scenes as to why he's done that, and you think, you know what, that is phenomenal because it's
Absolutely.
You think. Let's look at
Him at Ajax before he went to Barcelona. So your Cruyff at Ajax when he won his 3 European Cups, he was untouchable
the
in
best
world
manager
football
in the world at that time.
back when he were playing.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous. Danny, sorry we're boring you. I know you're not massively into football.
No, it's cool.
It's all right.
Yeah, I know you prefer like window licking.
Yeah. No, I ain't really got much to comment, so sorry if I was quiet. Just not really clued up like you guys are.
He's been wanking. We apologise.
Right, let's finish on a interesting note then. So, Danny.
Yes. Yeah.
Favorite
Brother.
favorite song
Favorite what, sorry?
ever.
Favorite what though?
Favourite song?
Song.
Oh, it's got to be Ed Sheeran.
Obviously.
And, probably go with Homeless by Ed Sheeran.
Homeless. He looks homeless.
That's one. That's probably my favourite.
All I'm gonna
Niall,
say,
what about you? Favorite song ever?
for me, it's got to be, and I think it's for memories' sake. It reminds me of when me and my dad went to Germany on the stag do, and he first introduced me properly to a band called James, who've been around for years and years and years. But it's a song called Curse Curse, and it's an absolute tune, and it reminds me of like going to Germany with my dad. It was just a sick song.
Send me a link to it. I've never heard of it, so I'm intrigued.
You will know 1,000,000% who James are. They sang a little song called "Sit Down."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh sit down, oh sit down.
Don't sing
That
too
one.
much of it; we'll get copyrighted. But yeah, that's the one.
For me, I would say my favourite song of all time is "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, it's a decent song.
Is there a particular reason behind it, or?
I tell you what, it's the guitar solo. I think the guitar solo for me is just probably the best piece of music ever.
That is understandable. Yeah, I do get that. But yeah,
I love guitar, so yeah, I'll say that piece of solo play by Slash is up there with greatest piece of music of all time.
I think that's an actual very positive end. But yeah, I will let you two say goodbye, and then obviously I'll call it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, well, thanks very much for listening. Sorry if we've bored you, but please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, we'll be back again next week. Hopefully soon we'll have a place to record and you'll be able to put a face to us as voices.
Yeah, or maybe
So,
not.
yeah.
We
Lucky
don't
for
want
you.
to look at Jamie.
Yeah, definitely not.
Wearing my Vans.
Wearing your fucking Vans, disgusting. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed. If you have, like Jamie says, leave a little subscribe on the account and also a thumbs up. That would be great. And peace.